Welcome to the Epcotian Adventure,
a podcast where we talk about all things Disney, but we're Epcot-centered.
including tips and tricks, festivals and favorites, and the very latest in our rankings and reviews.
But we're still old enough to remember when breakfast was secondary because we couldn't wait to get to those rides.
This is episode 115, the top 7 Disney resort breakfast spots.
Or, let's not lose sight of one thing. It all started with a Mickey waffle.
And now, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast as we embark on our Epcotian adventure.
We call it Epcot.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 115 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And as you can still tell, we have a little bit of an airplane cold, both of us, and so if we sound a little bit like B. Arthur, well...
You want to fight with someone, you're going to have to fight with me, but I warn you, I did time in Attica.
Attica's a men's prison.
I know. I was there a year before they found out.
Now you know why. So we're going to do a short one today, one we've been kind of keeping on the back burner for a little while, but we just got back from Disney World, so several of these are going to be justified in our reasoning. Again, very subjective. This is our top 7 ranking, I guess you could say, of the resort breakfast places.
So not inside a park, not Disney Springs, but at the hotels. These are places that are worth your time to travel to a different hotel that maybe you're not staying at, or take time out of your park day to have a leisurely breakfast. These are places that make that worth it.
So why don't you start us off with number 7? This is someplace we just actually stayed.
We did, and just a little teaser, there will be plenty of new episodes coming up based on this last trip that we took, and one of them is going to be a review of Port Orleans French Quarter. This was our first time staying there, and while we were staying there, we got to experience Sassagoula Float Works and Food Factory, which makes number 7 on our list. And particularly, I'm going to say it makes the list because of the avocado breakfast bowl.
Surprisingly good.
It was so good. This is everything I want in breakfast. It consists of potato barrels, which are tater tots, topped with scrambled eggs, cheddar, Southwest-style beans, avocado, and salsa fresca. The salsa fresca is nice and fresh. It adds that little bit of acidity that you need to break up all those starchies. And the avocado is rich and creamy and gives the perfect end to a bite. I think everything is better with avocado. I'm one of those people. So this was a perfect breakfast for us. Very, very shareable. It was $10.49 and we shared it and had some left over. So I know that's not for everybody. That won't be everyone's experience to share and have some left over, but that's okay. That was us.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that a QSR like this would be in our top 7, but because of that one item, it's so unique to this location, it made number 7 on our list. And because we've been to the other ones like at Pop Century, Art of Animation, they're all really good, but this one stands out above the rest.
It's nice to find something unique at one of the quick service restaurants. You get eggs everywhere. You get Mickey waffles everywhere. You get oatmeal everywhere. It's nice to have something that's a little bit unique, and this was the perfect way to start a day.
So number 6 is Olivia's. This is over at the Old Key West Resort, which is a DVC property. Actually, I think it's the DVC property. This was the original one. And it's just a great little... It feels like a mom and pop place. It has brunch, not breakfast. So this is one of those places where you can get an all-American breakfast. So your kids are going to get their Mickey waffles. You can get an omelet if you want. My favorite thing about Olivia's, though, is I can get a great omelet and a shrimp cocktail. This is one of the only places I've seen with both on the menu at brunch. So it's an out-of-the-way location. You really can't get there easily unless you're staying at the resort. And even then, the resort's so spread out, you have to take the internal bus loop back to the main lobby just to get to Olivia's. It's worth seeking out, though. This is one of those hidden gems at the Walt Disney World Resort that you just shouldn't pass up.
Coming in at number 5 is, I was going to say it's one of my personal favorites, but these are all our personal favorites. So number 5 is going to be the Grand Floridian Cafe. This is over at the G-Flow, one of the deluxe resorts. So we do recommend a reservation. So keep that in mind. For years and years, they called their breakfast brunch, and it was like brunch, but with an L, and there was never an explanation. Their menu does now say brunch. So they've either realized that they were the only ones using that term or found a typo. I'm not sure what the deal was, but it is now labeled brunch. And that is because they serve that from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you will find breakfast items and lunch items, which makes it a great place for people who maybe aren't fans of breakfast foods, which I don't really understand because I love breakfast. But if you have someone like that in your party, this is a really good option. And if you have someone who loves breakfast foods and wants to get them a little later in the day, another great option. Some of my favorites on the menu, they have a seasonal soup on their appetizer menu. It is always excellent. One year when I was there, I had the cream of asparagus. I still remember it to this day. It was so good. So ask what that is if you are into soups, or if it is soup weather. It's not often soup weather in Orlando. So, go with that. They also have a really good avocado toast on their menu, which is always one of my favorites. Again, everything is better with avocado. Rod, what's your favorite on theirs?
They have a really good Eggs Benedict.
You're kind of an Eggs Benedict connoisseur.
Yeah, one of the funny things on there is they have an Eggs Benedict. They call it a Floridian style, but it has corn cakes and pulled pork. I don't know how those are Floridian. Oh, but okay.
They're Southern.
I haven't tried that one. Oh, Southern. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I haven't tried that yet. A few of my favorite things, so like I said, the Eggs Benedict. I've also had the steak and eggs here, and it's very good. They do a chicken and waffles. They do a Cobb salad. They do a caramelized onion gratin soup. This place has a larger menu, in my opinion, for more people than a lot of the other locations we're even talking about here. This is one of the better brunch locations at a Disney resort.
I also want to mention I am a big fan of oatmeal in the morning. I love steel cut oatmeal, and you can find it at several locations in a little variety of just not plain oatmeal. And the one here is excellent. It is Bananas Foster style, and it is absolutely delicious. So don't sleep on that if you are at all one of the steel cut oatmeal fans out there.
And we've been to Brennan's in New Orleans and had real Bananas Foster. So, yeah, that's saying something.
And I know we are harping on this one right now, but I just have to point out one other item. It's just labeled the breakfast sandwich on the menu, but don't pass it by because you think it's going to be a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's. This is a house-made sausage patty, an over-easy egg, arugula, roasted red peppers, pickled onions, garlic aioli, and whipped goat cheese on house-made ciabatta.
Oh, drool, drool.
This is not your typical breakfast sandwich. I can't believe they just call it that. I bet so many people overlook it, but that sounds absolutely incredible, so don't miss out on that one.
Number 4 is the Kona Cafe at the Polynesian Village Resort. This is on the menu for one item and one item alone. Tonga toast.
Tonga toast.
Banana stuffed French toast rolled in cinnamon sugar and covered in strawberry compote. And it is so good. Now, you can get a cheaper version down at Captain Cook's, but if you're going to be on vacation, stop and smell the roses and go to the Kona Cafe and get it there. Sue, you have a little trick that you do with it, too.
I
don't
do.
you?
I have a little hack that I do. When we get the Tonga toast, I love to get a side of the macadamia nut butter that they serve with the pancakes, but they will bring it to you with your Tonga toast, and it just adds that little bit of Hawaiian flavor to it that is so good. Another reason to do Kona Cafe over the Captain Cook's location, even though it's a couple dollars cheaper downstairs, you can get the press pot coffee.
Also very true.
And that
the
Kona blend.
blend.
Oh. Going to number 3. We're already in the top 3. This is just cruising on by. I hope you're picking up some good tips here.
We said this would be a short episode.
I know. We
ahead.
usually don't mean it.
Yeah.
This cold is getting the best of us. But number 3 on our list is going to be Steakhouse 71.
Oh, so good.
Absolutely had to crack into that top 3 for Steakhouse 71. It is phenomenal. This is located over at the Contemporary Resort, which is a quick walk from Magic Kingdom. You can also get there by monorail on that express loop.
Yeah, this is a great way to have something different than going in the parks. Once you get off the express monorail there at Magic Kingdom, just walk over to the Contemporary. It's
love
right there
that
in the
tip.
lobby.
And you get away from the parks for a little bit, have a nice break. It's such a great way. If you're going to rope drop Magic Kingdom, treat yourself to this afterwards and walk over to the contemporary. We always like to recommend Walt's prime rib hash, which is just absolutely phenomenal. It is one of those special occasion kind of things, I'm going to say.
It kind of feels that way.
It does, because it is a little bit different, and that is seared prime rib, fried potatoes, caramelized onions, and peppers, and it's topped with a fried egg. It is so good. They also have seasonal pancakes here. Last time we were there was fall, and they had pumpkin pancakes, and they were to die for. They were savory with that little bit of sweetness that you get from the natural pumpkin, plus those good autumnal spices. Oh my gosh, I love pumpkin anything, but those pancakes were awesome. Rod, what's your favorite thing?
Well, I want to point out they have a Floridian Eggs Benedict here as well, but it's with crab cakes instead of corn cakes. So I'm not sure which of the Floridians they're talking about.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. I want to point out the avocado toast. It comes with onion jam and prosciutto. It is really yummy.
And a perfectly poached egg.
Yes. I don't know how they do it every time.
It is that I think
we've tested them out on it too. Yeah.
I think when we went, that actually ended up being my favorite thing on the table. And I know you can get avocado toast anywhere these days. I am an avocado toast connoisseur. I love it. I get it everywhere. And this is one of the best. And a lot of it is because of that onion jam.
Yeah,
it's such a good combination. So Steakhouse 71, they also have phenomenal cocktails if you are at all interested in day drinking with your breakfast because you're on vacation, so why not? I would always recommend the 1971 Sunset. That is definitely my favorite. It is Herradura Raspado tequila, tropical juices, rosemary, and a house-made grenadine. It's beautiful. It is delicious. It has a bit of that bite from the tequila. You will taste that, but it's just smoothed out so nicely by those tropical juices. And I love any cocktail that has an herb in it, and rosemary happens to be my favorite, so this is always a winner for me.
Number 2 is Topolino's. This is the only character breakfast one we have on our list. It's over at the Riviera Resort, so it's on the Skyliner. You can get a full menu here and still get character interaction. So this is actually one of the places we've talked about a lot in our episodes over the years. We're not going to harp on this one too much, but I will point out a few things on their menu that I love, which is their steak and eggs, their French toast. They have a sour cream waffle, so it's not a Mickey waffle. It's an actual waffle. We ordered it and expected a Mickey waffle. It's not. It's not the standard malt waffle that you get around the resorts. It's a sour cream base, and it is so creamy and so delicious.
It's also served with roasted apples and an orange maple syrup. The combination of those fruits and the tangy of the citrus, and it has a fresh chantilly whipped cream. So delightful. But to get the most bang for your buck, you got to go with either the steak and eggs or my personal favorite, which is the quiche Gruyere. This is house-made pancetta, roasted potatoes, Gruyere, field greens, and lemon vinaigrette. It was maybe one of my favorite quiches I've ever had. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. And
I have to admit, I tasted a little bit of it too, and it was fantastic.
It was very good. You get that crispy pancetta. You have the really nice herbs from the roasted potatoes in there. And then it brightens all up on the side with the field greens and the lemon vinaigrette. It's a perfect breakfast. And again, don't sleep on getting a press pot coffee here. It's so good. And let's not forget that this is called Topolino's Terrace for a reason. Make sure that you're going outside to see the fantastic views that you get from the top of the Riviera.
Note that this is a price fixed location because it is a character breakfast. So you only get one choice for an entree, even though it's a full menu. They will sometimes, if you're very nice and ask very friendly, maybe we'll bring you out a second one, but most likely you will be charged for additional entrees.
The way that we've had the most luck with this was when we each got an entree and then asked for a side of the waffle. So it didn't come out with like the eggs and the bacon or anything like that. It was just the waffle on a plate with the cream and the fruit. So that's maybe one way that they'll be willing to help you out if you want to try an additional thing. So keep that in mind, and remember, it's not guaranteed. So be really nice to your cast members.
Well, Sue, what is our number one? And I think if you've listened to us for any length of time, you're already going to know this one, but enlighten us. What is number one?
Number one, you know it, you love it, you've heard us talk about it many times. It is at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and this is BOMA. Now, BOMA means sheltered place. It's where you go to eat away from animal danger. And this is where they are sheltering you for the most delicious breakfast of your whole life. Is that dramatic?
It is so good.
That might have been dramatic.
It is price fixed. It's a buffet. But don't let that sway you.
We never do buffets, like literally never. They are the bottom of our list anytime we're choosing restaurants. And Boma is the top of our list. So take that for what you will.
It's also one of the lower cost buffets you're going to find around for breakfast. It's $39 for adults and $29 for kids. No characters in this one. That's the one thing to note. This is not a character breakfast, which is why it is a little lower cost. But as far as the food quality and the food variety, you cannot beat Boma. They have a carving station, usually with a ham and either a turkey or some other meat. They always have that ham. And they always have a spicy mustard sitting next to it. Do not pass this by. Oh my gosh. The meats with the mustard is one of the best things on the buffet. And wait in line. You'll notice there's always a line for this. This is why. It's so good.
Now, next to the mustard, they have the sambal sauce. That's where you're going to get that spice. So get a little of the sweeter mustard, get a little bit of that spicy sambal, mix them together. You won't regret it. Just thank us later.
They do have Simba waffles and Mickey waffles and all the stuff for the kids, and they have pastries and all of the usual things. The other thing to look for is their scrambled eggs. This sounds like an oddity. They have standard scrambled eggs, but right next to it, they will either have scrambled eggs with feta and spinach, or, hopefully, they will have the one with goat cheese and chive. These, my friends, are the best scrambled eggs on the planet. I have never had anything as good as these. Do not skimp on these. Take the entire bowl back to your... Well, they won't let you do that, but...
Leave some free.
But make sure and get some of these if you see them. Either version of them are fantastic, but mix this with that mustard combo Sue was talking about, too. Oh, yeah. There's a little Disney magic going on your plate right there.
They're also famous here for their turkey bobodi. And this is, it's sort of like a quiche consistency. It is delicious. They're, like I said, they are definitely known for this. It's a savory option that has lots of good protein in it with the turkey and the eggs. And it is one of those things not to be missed. I am also a big fan of their coconut steel-cut oatmeal. I mentioned I'm a steel-cut oatmeal fan, and this is one, again, not to be missed. You get that sweetness from the coconut in there, and it adds such a great texture. So good. They're also known for their cinnamon rolls and sticky buns. Don't miss the sticky buns with the house-made caramel sauce. Oh my gosh, it's dessert, let's be honest. But end your meal with that and a cup of coffee.
Don't overlook the free Pog juice.
Yes.
When you sit down, they pour you Pog. I
You
mean,
get Pog
come
and
on,
coffee.
it's included. And that's right, coffee's included as well. Well, they do have a breakfast cocktail menu, of course, so there are some upcharges that you can add on, but realistically, this is one of the best bangs for the buck when it comes to breakfast at a resort at Walt Disney World.
And like Rod said, there are quote-unquote normal options as well, Americanized options. So if you are a little more timid on the flavors and you don't want to try all those African spices, you don't have to. You're under no obligation. But this is such a great way to try those out if you are curious and just want to taste a bite and you're not committed to anything. You haven't ordered a whole plate full of it. You can just have a bite. One of the things on there that I will recommend is the ancient grain berry salad. It's, I don't even know what's in it, like quinoa and maybe bulgur. It's got leafy greens, maybe spinach. Was it spinach?
I think some berries, too.
And berries. I don't know what's all in it, but it comes in a little bowl, and it is delicious. Great way to start your day. And they also have an avocado papaya grapefruit salad, which sounds bizarre, but it works. Just trust me.
So, folks, there's the top 7 places that we love at Walt Disney World Resort at a resort to get breakfast. What did we miss? Put it down in the comments. We'd love to know where you like to go get breakfast before you hit the parks.
And if you're someone who does like we do on most days and grabs a yogurt from the grab and go and eats it while you're waiting in line for the bus to the park, maybe this will inspire you to go a little bit out of that comfort zone and try something a little more relaxed and a little more luxurious for your park day.
Before we go, we'd like to give a big thank you to our theme music composer, Jason Patrick Rowan, whose music is licensed to Pond 5. And of course, thank you, Phoenicians.
Thank you, Phoenicians. And don't forget to rate, review, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help other people find us. You can find us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Epcotian Adventure is a $1,000 brunch production and a proud gold member of D23. Thanks for joining us today for episode 115 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
I'm Sue.
And we'll see you in line at BOMA.
Bye.
It's like the Phoenicians.
Give it a shot. No, that sounded cheesy.
I like cheese.
I like cheese.